it needs Connecticut to get on the ball and understand how we can take advantage. We have so many advantages. We still have the basic structure of our cities, even though we have neglected them or treated them so badly. But New London, Norwich, Hartford are places that are going to be very important as we go forward.
And things are themselves kind of human scale more than some of the bigger cities and bigger states. Very
much, and it's also about where young people want to live. I mean, they don't want to live in the suburbs. That's why they don't stay in Connecticut.
Yeah, well, I think the suburbs are kind of boring too, compared to the city.
Well, you know, some people want to live in the suburbs, but we don't all want to live in the suburb, and that was a fallacy that we had to live with for so long.
Yeah, and now I think people are starting to see the cities as desirable, but it's slow.
Well, it's slow, and I think there are places that are really ahead of us, ahead of Connecticut. I think we're really the land of steady habits.
So earlier, and I think you have some slides about this, you were talking about ways that you can reclaim some of the the loss of vitality and reconfigure the roads. So now, I don't remember. I thought you had a couple of slides
I will
left
check.
that might show.
I am not sure. Let's see.
Oh,
okay, yes, okay. So this is from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let me just go back one. Let's see. Yeah, so Chattanooga is an example of a city that is rediscovering the importance of access and trying to restore its city. And one of the things that they did in Chattanooga, this was this freeway along the waterfront, dividing the city from the waterfront. And there was a big debate in the city. And there were two basically body of thought about what they were going to do. And one was saying that, you know, the highway is the lifeblood. And mobility is so important for the economic health of the city. So you have to expand the highway to fight congestion. There was no congestion on this highway, by the way, but that's another point.
It looks pretty sparse.
But the other...
Was this built in the 60s?
I would think so, yes. I don't know the full history of it, but the other body of thought was that walkability and access to the waterfront was extremely important and key to the economic and social health of the city. And what happened in Chattanooga was that this body of thought won over. And so this is what was planned for the waterfront in Chattanooga. And this is what was actually built. This was about 5 years ago. So this is an example of what is referred to as freeway teardown. And it's really changed the character of Chattanooga. This is a picture of a waterfront festival on that new roadway that would not have been possible in the past. And so the idea of restoring access is something that is catching all over the country. I don't know if I have any more, but that's just one example. But basically, what we're seeing is the idea that this reconsideration of what transportation is for, and the idea that it's about access, not mobility.